Okay.
Weezy,
My son flexing, go crazy.
back home smoking legal.
Hey, look
I
at
got
them
more
edits.
slaps than a
Look at them
Beatle.
edits, go crazy,
Pouring
go
shit, putting
crazy.
on. Yeah. Weezy, back home smoking legal. I got more slaps than the Beatles. Foreign shit running on diesel, dawg. Playing with my name, this shit is lethal, dawg. Who you see? What? Don Corleone. Trust me, at the top it isn't lonely. Everybody acting like they know me, dawg. Don't just say it down, you gotta show me. What you gotta do? Bring the clip back empties. You asked to see the ball, so they sent me, dawg. I just broke her off with a 10-piece, dawg. There ain't nothing, I'm just being friendly, dawg. Just a little 10-piece for it, just to blow it in the mall. Doesn't mean that we involved. I just put a Richard on the card. I ain't going playing ball, but I'll show you how the fuck you gotta do it. If you really wanna fall till you fall when you're back against the wall. And a bunch of niggas need you to go away.
YouTube, what the fuck is going on? It's your boy Sniper, the Ghost Sniper, the God, back with another Fortnite video. Today we got a little something different. This is a series that I actually been working on for a while. Just haven't uploaded anything because I've been just getting like multiple episodes before I start like randomly uploading and whatever. But basically what this is, you know, I watch a lot of people on YouTube, Sway especially, and Zolty, and just watching them play creative and watching them like do crazy edits and crazy like builds and stuff like that. Just watching them flex and creative basically, or just anything. And just knowing that, you know, they're nasty. Like a lot of people think they're nasty. A lot of people comment is like, oh my god, you're goated, blah blah blah, right? And so just seeing people do certain things and I'm just watching it and I'm like, I could do that as well, you know what I mean? So I decided to make a video basically just doing stuff like that, like just basically showing off my skill to show people like, if you guys think this is great, then, you know, there's no reason why you wouldn't think I'm great, because I could basically do the same thing. But there are gonna be a few, like, I won't call them rules, but kind of like guidelines to like explain to you guys like what's going on, and like a lot of stuff that you're gonna see and I gotta basically explain so you know what's going on. So one of the main things, for example, it's like adding an extra piece to someone's build. So what I mean by that is like you can't take away anything. So if someone does something, you can't just be like you can't do that part, so you just take that part away. Like if someone does, like Zolty will do like a pyramid floor edit and he'll do it like 5, 6 times, 7 times, whatever. You can't like take one away and only do pyramids or whatever, you know. You have to obviously copy their exact build. That's the point of this. But you can add stuff. So what I mean by that is like people will do something like a triple double, which is like double stairs, double floor, double wall, but sometimes they'll like miss one, like, and you know, obviously if you know what they intended to do, you could basically just add that piece to it. Like it's okay if you miss it, but you could basically just add a piece to it. But of course, even if they miss it, we'll try our best to, you know, just actually do it the right way and whatever. So another thing is a lot of you guys don't understand is there's something called visual aspects, and I notice a lot of you guys don't know what that is. Basically what that is a lot of people think that certain people in 90s are like super fast, and they think your 90s are very slow, but really it's just a visual thing in the game that a lot of people don't understand. For example, Sway's 90s. Sway actually made a video where he actually changed his 90s, and a lot of people start giving him crazy backlash, explaining like, oh my god, why is your 90s so slow, it used to be so quick, blah blah blah. And he tried to explain to people that, you know, these are actually better 90s, like his 90s is way more effective. And I really like that video. I think he actually changed his 90s back because he was like tired of the backlash. Sorry about that. But yeah, like he made a perfectly good point in his videos, and that's kind of how I do my 90s, for example. Like it's better to be consistent than to just wilding out being fast. And a lot of people have that visual aspect because they either play on Scuff, or they have like they play Call, or they have a Scuff. But some you can still do it without it. Like I know my boy Desi can do it, but I prefer to just do my 90s the regular way, right? So we're not gonna focus on visual aspects, right? So when we're copying people's build, we're basically just gonna copy the basics of what they're doing. We're just gonna complete the same thing they're doing. So if they do triple doubles, we're gonna do triple doubles. If they do a double 90, you gotta do a double 90. But you can't just do it like however you feel, right? So if someone does a spider double 90, you can't just choose to do a regular double 90. Obviously, you have to do what they did. Just the visual aspects is what we're cutting out. So if someone goes left in their double 90, you have to go left. You can't just, oh, I'm not gonna go left because I'm comfortable going right. Stuff like that. But that's basically what I'm trying to break down. For example, like Pocket is one of the most goated people, I think, anyways. And if he tried to make a series like this where he was like copying people's build, of course he could do anything that Sway could probably do, but it's just not gonna look the same, because of the visual aspects. But that's not what we're doing. We're just completing the task, and that's pretty much it. So besides that, I don't think there's any really other rules besides that, any other guidelines or whatever. If you guys have anything else after watching this video, feel free to comment it, and I'll consider it. Or if you guys know anybody else that has like any like crazy free build videos or whatever, let me know. Alright, so of course the first thing he does is he double 90s into a triple double, right? So I'm gonna basically just see what he does and just break it down, and we're gonna do it step by step. So first thing, besides of course coming out of your double 90, as soon as you come out of your double 90, you basically want to just do a double ramp. Just practice doing double ramps. That's it. Like just practice coming out of your double 90 into 2 ramps. I'm sure everyone can do it. So I'm basically just slow it down and show you guys. As soon as you come out of your double 90, just 2 ramps. It's super easy, super simple. And you just want to keep practicing that. If you don't already know how to do it, of course, I'm sure a lot of you already know how to do it. And quickly, I just wanted to show you guys like a problem that a lot of people have, and something that I do to just make everything easier when you come out of your double 90 into the double ramp. So one of the main problems is when you go to look left like this, to put your other stairs, I'm sure everyone can do it, is your stairs sometimes turn, and you'll see like this red indicator, pretty much like that one where it's just like tilted and turned or whatever. So you'll end up missing that. That's what causes you to miss it. So I'm gonna basically show you what I do, and I'll slow-mo it right here to show you guys. So instead of me just looking left, which could, obviously sometimes cause your stairs to tweak, and then you end up messing up your entire build, what you try to do is I do this. Like I kind of like just walk towards like the top left corner of the entire 90 or whatever, and I basically try to just walk at a little angle while looking left, and that's what gets me to do it consistently every time. I prefer to be consistent over being fast, and I could do this 90-95% of the times, like literally every time. Almost never mess this up. So that's what I do. And everyone has their own preference, everyone has their own style. So if you guys can figure out something that just works for you, just basically try to figure out something to get you to do it consistently. Alright, so another thing is like when I pretty much do my double 90s, I like walk into the little corner just like that, come into the double stairs, and then really quick all I really do is just switch to my floor. And while I'm still doing this motion of me walking to the top left corner, both my floors will basically place, and as soon as that happens, I just quickly switch to my walls. And that's basically how I do it. Like just figure out a way to get it consistently. Like that's the point of building. You want to be consistent. So right after I do that, like I said, like I just come out just like that. And most times you don't even have to worry about this wall over here in this corner. Like try to think of it like this is a step right here. The step right here is after you come out of your double 90 and you do 2 stairs, that's step 1. Because basically once you come out like this and you put the 2 floors and then the wall, like you could just go into your double 90 just like this, and the wall will basically obviously place by itself just like that. So because of that, what I like to do is just like when I'm walking towards the little corner and I switch to my floors and whatever, like you'll see like I kind of stay like in the middle part between both my stairs, like so my feet are basically on like this middle like iron part, and it will cause me to place both my floors, and then I just quickly switch to my wall. And that's basically it, just like that, just right there. You're basically done. That's complete step 3, just like that. And you just go into your 90s, and that's it. It's that simple. Just take it slow, practice it. If you don't really like my way, or you do a different way, just find a way that makes you do it consistently. Find something that makes you do it like almost 90% of the time, so you don't always mess up. Alright, we got that out of the way, so we're just gonna look at what he does next, which is he comes out of the double 90 into double roofs. That's it. It's just 2 pyramids, 2 floors. Step 1, step 2. I'm gonna break that down. Alright, so this part is probably not the easiest thing in the world, but it's easy once you get the hang of it. So just remember step one, coming out of your double 90s into double ramps. Pretty much the same thing. Only difference is instead of switching your floor, you just switch to 2 pyramids and and then the floors. And just practice the pyramids first until you get the hang of it, and then you can practice the rest. But it's fairly easy. It's not that difficult. Now right here, when you come out of it, like most times you'll be like this. Well, at least that's what happens to me. And it seems like it'll kind of be annoying because your head is gonna be here. It's gonna be hard to edit, but it's not that difficult. So like, I'm gonna just show you guys that one more time, just to show you like I could pretty much do it consistently, so I could break down like my way of doing it or whatever. And right there I mess up, of course. I don't know why I jumped, but actually speaking of messing up, I'm gonna show you like a problem that a lot of people have. Actually, I think Chinksy actually messed up just like this in his video. It's like, don't mind the left. So basically, like, if you're seeing like how I did it on the right side, it'll basically look like this. So like, you'll go to place your pyramid and you think you place it, and it'll just be like that. Like you basically like switch too fast, so it looks like it's there, and then it's only your floor. You can actually keep going and you won't even notice it. Like if you guys rewatch on Chinksy's video, it's gonna look like he placed it, but if you slow mo it, I'll probably just throw in a clip it for you guys. Like it'll basically end up like this. Like, so quickly, like back to what we were saying about the editing part, right? So I'm sure like if you're watching this, like you know how to do this part right here. If you don't know how to do this part, then you basically just want to come practice this, because if you can't do this double edit right here, which I'm sure a lot of people can, then doing this whole thing right here that I'm showing you doesn't even really matter, because once you come out of it and you place your roof and your pyramid or whatever, then you'll basically have to edit right after that. So if you can't do this, you might want to go practice this. It's fairly easy. Like just start off at the bottom of your stairs, and you could basically already edit like your floor when you're at the bottom of the stairs. So when you get to the top of the stairs, you'll just be editing the pyramid. Just go practice this. Alright, so once you pretty much got that down pat, like I'm gonna show you guys what I mean. Like right there, for example, like you messing up like your pyramid, either your pyramid won't come out or your pyramid will come out but your floor won't come out. But if you're doing it really fast and you just keep going like this, like you literally just keep going, like you really won't even notice. Like even if you record the video, you probably won't really notice. Like right there I do it perfectly fine, but most times like if you mess up you won't really notice. But I'm gonna kind of show you guys like what I do and what you can do to like don't get it like that, for example. So basically what you want to do is, obviously when you come out of your double 90s, and then you do step one, do step two. What you want to do is just slowly place it like that to where you can basically see it placing. Like just make sure you see it placing. So that's how I do it. I just kind of like walk while looking that way a little bit to make sure it places, and then as soon as I like visually realize it places, I just quickly switch to my floor, and that's pretty much how I do it. And you'll be at the top, but it's okay. Like I said, once you practice editing like this, then it doesn't matter how close you are, you'll be alright. Alright, once you got all of that down packed, like you just obviously just want to combine it. That's it. Combine what you learned, triple doubles, and then just go into your double 90s, practice what we just learned. And don't get me wrong, you're gonna mess up a couple times. Just keep practicing it. You'll get to do it consistently. You'll get to like just figure out what's good for you, what works for you and whatever. Like I mess up sometimes, like the pyramid floor, like I could probably say I do it 80-85% of times, but you'll mess up. Like no one's perfect. Don't worry about it. Just keep practicing, keep trying to do it consistently, and you'll get it eventually. Like it's not that difficult once you get the hang of it. So I'm gonna just do this a couple times, kind of show you guys like how I do it, and you can just watch me and basically just copy me the same way I'm copying them, and just practice it, get the hang of it. You'll get it eventually. Just do the steps, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and just think of it like that in your brain. Like don't think of it like seeing the entire build. Right here, this is it right here. Triple double, double 90s, double floors, triple doubles, double 90s, right? And just keep practicing it. Like just practice the steps. Don't think of it like one big thing. Don't think of it like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Think of it how I'm trying to break it down to you. Like just practice doing one thing at a time, and then just know that you're just combining them. That's all it is. Like after you do one, do the next. After you do that one, just keep going. Like it's that simple. Don't think too much about it. Don't think about doing everything fast. Think about just the fact that you can do it. Like, alright, so basically after that, he just runs through this edit course. My son Gotti. Look at my son Chinky. My son Gotti. But yeah, he does some doubles right here into, you know, just some singles or whatever. We're not gonna get into all of that. We're gonna get into this part right here, right? Because this is pretty unique. I pretty much like this one. Alright, so I'm trying to basically just recreate his course right here, which I'm pretty sure he just had like walls like that in front of all of them. He basically just does a double edit from the floor pyramid thing. Same thing I was showing you guys at the beginning of the video or earlier on in the video, whatever. And he just adds a wall. So it's like you just come out and you put a wall. Actually, I'm gonna put like a floor here, so when I come out, I don't just fall to my death like a bot. I'm basically show you guys like the most simple way I know how to do this. Like it's not easy at all, but like I said, once you already practice editing the floor in the pyramid, you know, after that you just edit in a wall, which everyone knows how to do. I'm just show you the step of doing it. So like I said, if you stand at the bottom of the stairs, you can already edit the floor, and then you'll basically be able to edit the pyramid. So when you get to the top, that'll be when you're editing the wall, and that's pretty much the way of doing it. I know it seems complicated to a lot of people. A lot of people probably don't know how to do that edit. I actually I think watching Chinky's video was the first time I've seen this edit. I could be wrong. I probably seen like Sway or somebody else do it, but that's pretty much how you do it. Like everyone knows how to edit a floor, everyone knows how to edit a pyramid, everyone knows how to edit their wall, but it's just a combination of being able to do it quick. And this is how I do it quick. I'm just showing you like my way of doing things. Of course, like I said, everybody has their own different ways of doing everything. So just once you practice it, once you get the hang of it, it's that simple. You stand right here at the bottom, you can already edit the floor, like I said. So it's like sprinting towards it, and as soon as you get to the, you know, beginning of the stairs, you can already edit the floor. When you get towards like the middle, you can edit the pyramid, and then you can, you know, edit the wall when you get to the top. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna basically show you guys like pretty much like this. Right, boom, it right there. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for the video. I just was basically trying to show you guys everything. I'm sorry if this video was a little bit too long. I'm just trying to break down everything for you guys, how to do everything. Well, at least how I do it, like just to help whoever don't know how to do it. But you know, the montage is in the beginning of the video for anyone who just wanted to watch it and move on with your day. You know, shout out to Chinky for even being so goated. I'm gonna leave a link to his video in the description, and we out.